Hello and welcome back everyone to another tutorial of Advanced WordPress Theme Development. In the previous video we learned about how to add the supports for the theme features, and in this video we're going to learn about how to register the menus and then how to display them onto the front end. Okay, so now if you go onto your project onto the backend, and then you can see that inside of appearance ideally I should have a menu over here, but I don't have an option of going ahead and selecting the menu and making any edits from there. So in order for me to add that, what we need to do is we need to register the menus. Okay, so let's go on to our knowledge resource, and I'm going to click on registering menus, and it'll take me to the WordPress documentation, and here it says that navigation menus are customizable menus in your theme. They allow user to add pages, posts, categories, and URL to the menu. So we need to add this. So this is the action that we have. So first thing we'll do is we'll create a class, because we're going to keep things organized. So we'll create a class. In fact, let me just copy this class and create a new one so that I don't have to type everything all over again. So we'll name it as menus and then hit OK, and then we'll just change some of the things over here. So register menus, and then this will be menus, and then let's get rid of this public functions and all that. We don't need it. And in the add action, I want to be able to use the init, so we'll register it on the init hook, and then I need to have a function that'll be registering my menu. So I'll name it as register menus. Okay, and then let's create that function. So we'll create like public function register menus, and let's leave a line here, and then inside of this I can register menu. So all I have to do is just call this function, which is register menu. So let's call that, and then it takes an array of the menus you want to register. So in our case we want to register 2 menus. So I'm just going to take this code, and since it's going to be an array as a parameter, I'll add that, and let's name this as header menu, and it is better to prefix it with your slug to avoid conflicts with any other plugins. So let's name it as Aquila header menu, and then similarly we can have another one which will be Aquila footer menu. Okay, and then we also, for translation purposes, we are using the translation function. I think it'll be better to use escape HTML translation, and then the text domain we have kept. So the best way to check your text domain is to check your style sheet. So we have put our text domain as Aquila, and that's what we're going to use. So this will be useful because when you will have a label in the dashboard saying header menu, and then if you do the translation, then automatically once you've added your translation files and given it, then is going to show the translator, then it's going to show the translated menu name onto the dashboard. Okay, for the footer menu, I'm just going to copy this, paste it here, and say that it's a footer menu and then Aquila. Okay, awesome. So there are 2 menus that we have registered. Of course, by just creating this class, it's not going to be automatically included. If we want to include it, we'll have to instantiate the class. So since we are using the single tilt pattern, as I've explained to you in the previous videos, all I have to do is just go on to our main theme class file, and like we have loaded other classes, similarly we'll load this class as well. So we'll say at menus and get instance. So our trait singleton is going to go ahead and instantiate it, and then if the instance already exists, it'll return that instance of the class, and if it doesn't, then it's going to instantiate that class for us. And then because we are using the autoloaders, it's going to auto load that class for us, so it's automatically included and we don't have to add that inside of the functions.php file. So that makes our life easier with the object-oriented programming and using the singleton pattern. Awesome. So I'm expecting that I should be able to see a menu option here inside of appearance. So let's refresh and check. There you go. Congratulations. You've got the menus showing over here. Let's click on it. Okay, so I have a clean slate right now. So I'm going to create my first menu, and let's name it as header menu. Okay, and then I'm going to click on create menu. So this is created menu, and brilliant, you can see that the header and the footer menu is being displayed, and that's what we had named them over here. That's the name that we have used, header and footer menu. So this is the location, which is the Aquila header menu, and Aquila footer menu is actually the location. And now all we have to do is just add some of the pages like blog and maybe special journey, gallery, memories, about, and let's just add that to the menu, and let's just click on create. In fact, let me just make these as submenus like so, and add a couple more. Yep, great, awesome. Let's save it. So this is my header menu, and then let's create another one as well. Let's create a footer menu as well. And then I'm just going to randomly add some of the menus inside of it. Add them to the menu and make sure you assign it to the footer menu. I think we're supposed to assign it for the header menu as well. We didn't assign that, so let's do that. So the footer menu is assigned to the footer menu location, and we just need to go back to the header menu and just assign it to the header menu. So you can see the footer is set to the footer menu, and let's assign the header as well. Save menu, and now both of my menus are assigned. Awesome, great, perfect. So since now the backend work is done, we have registered a menu. All we have to do is go on to the front end and display them. Now WordPress provides us with a function to display them. So if you go over here and you look at this, it says that you can actually show the menus onto the front end by using the WP Nav menu, and then you can add the theme location. So theme location is nothing but this is the theme location for the menu, and then so you'll have to put that here, and then container class if you want to add. So let's go ahead and use this. So I'm going to go to my nav, which is inside of the template paths header nav, and if I just call this function, let's call this function down at the bottom, right? So I'm going to go ahead and paste this. We'll worry about the footer menu later. Let's just do the header for now, and I'm going to copy the theme location, which is this, and inside of the theme location I'm going to put that, and probably I can put a container class, or let's leave this container class the same for now for demonstration purposes. Let's just change this to square brackets. Okay, and now if I refresh, you'll notice that I have got all of my menu listed down here. Okay, which is great, which is brilliant. I mean, if this easy is to include the menus, I think we're doing a pretty good job. But there's one problem. You'll say, Imran, wait a minute. You said that we are going to use Bootstrap, right? So if you're going to use Bootstrap, how on earth I'm going to use this custom classes and everything, because I can see that if I don't use these custom classes, then I won't be able to achieve this styles and then menu and everything until until I write my own CSS for it. And I don't want to do that. I want to use Bootstrap. I want to take advantage of that. So what do I do? Because what's happening over here is that it's just rendering the menu and just using its own structure. It's WordPress default structure, and it doesn't allow me to add those classes here. You know, I can see that WordPress is adding a bunch of its own classes and I can't really do anything. So what do I do about that? I'll say to you, don't worry, there are several ways to solve this. One of the advanced way would be to use the Nav class of WordPress, and then go ahead and make edits to the classes and everything. Okay, so there is a Nav class available that you can use. So you can see that you have the Walker Nav Menu class, and then you can extend this class to override the default WordPress menus. Okay, so since that is a little more complex way, I would suggest there is an easy way as well. Okay, so we're going to discuss about that. So far we've got registered the menus, and now we are able to display them. In the next video we're going to learn about how to display it in a custom format so that I can take advantage of these classes where I don't have to write the CSS for it. Okay, and I can also take more control over the structure of the menu, and then I can do what I want basically. Awesome. So I'll see we will discuss that in the next video. Until then, please do subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and please give a star to my repository and follow me on GitHub as well as Twitter. My GitHub handle is imranhsayed and my Twitter handle is Codeytek. Awesome. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.